Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is update 5 for the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden for 2017. So I got all of the herbs transplanted over here, plus I added a few new ones. So we've got rosemary, royal velvet lavender, golden lemon thyme, Provence lavender. This is the one that goes in Herbes de Provence. And then that is tricolor sage, that's English thyme, the calendula in the middle, the echinacea there, the yarrow there, you can see it's really coming up, blood vein sorrel, and of course last year's regular common sorrel. These two are hyssop. That is golden marjoram, golden sage, dwarf oregano, cilantro. The parsley didn't make it, so I replaced it. That's a poppy. It planted itself there. That is more golden marjoram. And this is another type of lavender, and I'm not sure what. It's one I transplanted. Got my beets ready to go in. The kale has really taken off, and so have the carrots that are in there. The strawberries are starting to put on growth, so I really got to get them out of here and into there. It stopped raining after several days, so I can get that done. And the wind's not trying to kill me like yesterday, so oh, the wind was bad. This is the biointensive part of our French biointensive raised beds. We've got, this is duck manure and straw. It's only partially composted, maybe for about 7 months, but it doesn't need to be fully composted. It just needs to be enough so that the duck manure will not burn anything. And we're gonna put fully composted stuff on top, so it'll be quite a ways down from the roots for a while anyway once we get planted in here. But this is going to not be planted probably until the end of May, or at least the middle of May, with the warmer season things. And this one too, we got the duck manure that's partially composted in here. Now hopefully the wind did not kill everything in here. See, the reason I keep the soil level down 4 or 5 inches is to protect the bases of the plants, so that when the windstorms do come up, they don't kill everything and rip off everything, especially when they're young like this. I've got spinach planted along here, and I've got 3 kinds of lettuce. Oh, this one did not do so well in the storm, so we're going to tuck that back in. This is purple and green kohlrabi, so we'll have a little bit of a patchwork of color there. The chard just seems to thrive in storms for some reason. It's quite a bit larger than it was last week. I had to plant random spinach there. These are snow peas, and you can see that they are doing fairly well. They haven't grabbed onto the trellises yet. The kale that I've got propped here got moved by the wind, so now it's propped back up, which lets sun get to this chard, which is another brilliant shade. This is broccoli. I just planted a 6-pack. Boy, the wind did a bit of a number on uncovering these though, and maybe the rain as well. And here's my other kale from last year, and it's doing very well. I think this one I'll end up pulling because it just wants to lean over, and it's starting to go to seed. It's 2 years old, so that's okay. And then I planted some green onions here. These are evergreen hardy bunching onions. Now I haven't gotten around to getting my onion starts in over here on this side of the bed. These are the copra keeping onions. But on the other side, you can see, oh, maybe you can see, I'll get closer. You can see that some of the onion sets are coming up. And my mom said she wasn't going to plant in her 2 beds this year, these 2 long beds. So and she said I could plant in them. So we're starting the process of adding the composted duck manure in here as well. And then I don't think we have enough of that. We'll probably end up putting rabbit manure in here, and the bee balm should grow up through it, but I'm going to take at least one section of this and transplant it elsewhere in case it doesn't. I don't remember what kind of flower that was, but it's coming back real nice too. Let's see, tag's still here. Oh, it's columbine. So yeah, that one I'll probably have to transplant up so it doesn't get ruined by the manure being put in. This is lettuce that's self-seeded, so I'm probably going to separate this around so that it'll grow a little better, at least some of it. And our lone spinach plant that survived the winter. Over here we have sorrel, hyssop, and bee balm coming up. So that's how the garden's doing at this point. Really starting to see some growth already, which is really nice. I'm hoping in a couple more weeks we'll actually have lettuce to eat. But we have kale now and sorrel. So that's pretty good for the first week of April. Alright, talk to you next week.